Oh, hi. I didn't see you there. I suppose we should begin at the beginning. Session 0. What is Session 0? Well, Session 0 is where you get together with your friends and you make sure that you actually all want to be playing the game that you have in mind. As a DM, sometimes we have a tendency to fall in love with our stories and fall in love with our ideas and expound on these until they're so in-depth and so involved, and you have such love for these things that you force them on your players. And maybe you've tried a few campaigns out and you were railroading your players. You were forcing them to participate in their story, and they became uninterested in your game, and it really discouraged you. Well, if you had run a Session 0, you may not have run into that. Because although you might have a great idea for a high fantasy bank heist campaign filled with criminals and diplomatic endeavors, etc., maybe your players aren't interested in playing that game. So you go through all this trouble in order to create this world for these people, and they don't even want to participate in that game. This is why Session 0 is so important, because you need to take roll call. You need to see what everybody wants to do. And when your players come together and you all communicate effectively and you discuss what it is that you want to accomplish and what your expectations of the game are, you're going to find that you take a lot more enjoyment from it. That the work that you put into it yields a higher result, yields more satisfaction, and that everyone enjoys themselves more than they typically would if you had just said, you know what, I'm going to write this whole campaign without taking into account any of your ideas or any of your inputs, because this is a collective story game. You are not telling a story. You are creating an environment and then allowing your players to tell the story. You can create the villain. You can create the environment. You can describe it to your players. But if they're not interested in participating in that, then you're just spinning your wheels and you're wasting your time. So make sure that before you start your campaign, you have a Session 0, you all sit down, you have group character creation, because this can lead to a much healthier game experience that flows much smoother and has a higher satisfaction rating for everyone. If you found this video helpful, please like, share, and subscribe it. Be sure to tune in next week to new episodes of DM Tips here on the Total Cover Show. Thank you so much. I love you. Take care.
Fucking A.